Good Thursday evening, southeast Texas. There's a small risk of severe weather, but it's not zero. Roughly from Danby to Beaumont eastwards into southwest Louisiana, we're looking at a slight risk of severe weather. If storms form that go severe, and there's a potential we may not see any severe weather, but if they do, then damaging hail would likely be the main threat across the area, and that will probably be somewhere between about 8, 9 o'clock until midnight tonight, with most of the activity out of here by 1 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, besides the threat tonight, which is low, looking at tree pollen, very high across southeast Texas. The good news is that it was lower today compared to yesterday, and it's mainly oak pollen. Otherwise, weed pollen and grass pollen down today. So after the front tonight and the rains, we're expecting dry weather for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then as we head towards Monday and Tuesday, there's going to be a significant threat for severe weather across east and southeast Texas. Monday and Tuesday look wet across southeast Texas. Hopefully that's all we get. But there is some impressive things that we watch. I'll show you in just a second what I'm talking about. Impressive shear and instability over the area. So some of those storms could be severe. Then dry weather after the front come through Wednesday and Thursday. As far as rainfall, pretty much a guarantee the way it looks right now of about 2 inches. I think it could be maybe double that in some spots. It's certainly possible. Otherwise, right now we continue to see a moist flow off the Gulf of Mexico right into the low that's over into the Texas Panhandle. That's feeding right on into that upper low. You can see the upper low spinning. Look at the clouds, not the low as far as the front. It's the upper one. Look at the swirl. That's the upper low. Ahead of that, severe thunderstorm watch in effect, obviously, until 11 p.m. This upper low will push the front through our area tomorrow morning, and that will bring us some great weather. So you can see the upper low spinning over in towards, say, Amarillo, and that is going to basically eject off towards the east and northeast, and that will drag the front through our area coming up tomorrow morning in southeast Texas as we get a little bit of ridging into our area as we head towards Friday and Saturday, meaning lots of sun. Then we got this to contend with. A very potent upper level low will really destabilize the atmosphere and create quite a bit of shear, wind shear in the atmosphere. We're talking the speed of the winds will increase, and also the change in the wind direction will be present from the surface up to the top of the troposphere. So the thunderstorms that form across east and maybe southeast Texas will want to rotate, okay, as the winds, as the air rises, it'll want to rotate. So that means that there's a potential for damaging wind, hail, and tornadoes across southeast Texas Tuesday and maybe, or Monday and probably Tuesday too. So the worst of the weather, again, I think is going to be between about 8, 9 o'clock this evening and about midnight. As the front comes through, that'll end any threat as we head towards tomorrow morning. Lows will dip into the mid to upper 50s, lakes to the lower 60s in the triangle with clouds left over. But by 9, 10, 11, maybe noon, we'll see sun return to the area. Winds will shift to the northwest, and we ought to see high temperatures into the upper 60s to lower 70s. Not a bad way to end out the work week. On the Gulf of Mexico, choppy seas around 2 to 4 feet in your coastal marine forecast. Small craft exercise caution, please, and thank you. We'll look at westerly winds tomorrow at 15 to 20 knots, water temperature 62. Our forecast tonight, about an 80 to 90% coverage. Again, looks like roughly 8 to maybe midnight is when we expect the roughest stuff to move through. Low temperatures will drop into the mid to upper 50s, lakes to the lower 60s in the triangles. Winds become southwesterly. Then they'll shift to the west and then northwest tomorrow behind the front. Maybe some leftover clouds, possibly. Not real confident on this, but maybe a few leftover showers in the morning. But overall, the day should be dry as the sun returns and our winds out of the northwest will start advecting or transporting a dry air mass into the area. So we're looking at highs into the upper 60s to lower and mid 70s. So certainly Friday is a keeper. The weekend looks like a keeper. Boy, we're going to miss this coming up as we head on into May, June, July, August, and September. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 70s with low humidity. Yeah, it'll be chilly both mornings, but as we welcome spring, it looks like 73 on Sunday. Okay, here we go. On Monday into Tuesday, here's the issue. We have a significant threat of severe weather across east and southeast Texas. Again, widespread severe weather is possible. We're talking tornadoes, we're talking hail, and wind possible. So we're going to have to watch this very closely because, again, winds may be out of the south at the surface, but they'll turn out of the west at maybe 18,000 feet. So there's, again, rotational energy in the atmosphere and quite a bit of instability. So these factors coming together in unison to produce that threat across southeast Texas. Now, a lot could change, and this may veer off to the north. We've seen that, haven't we? If you lived here in southeast Texas, you know what I'm talking about. Still, you can't let your guard down, and the players are in place. So we'll watch for a 70% coverage of severe thunderstorms coming up Monday night, and probably Tuesday. Otherwise, it's going to be windy. Look at those winds on Monday at 35 miles an hour. Cold front comes in Tuesday the way it looks right now. Lord knows that could change. After the front comes through, we expect dry weather coming up Wednesday and Thursday with chilly mornings and highs in the 70s. Download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.